Hey guys. Hey guys, what's up? This is Kazi from cleverprogrammer.com. So, on my Facebook page today, I got a story to tell you. First of all, check out this chair. How awesome. I feel like I'm strapped in like a little baby. Like, look at my head. It's just so strong. It's so good. Okay, so, anyways, before I waste any more of your time, I I kind of made a post on my Facebook page, and essentially it was like, "Hey guys, go check out my Learn Python OOP course, which is a paid course." I don't know why everybody goes so crazy about that. And one of the gentlemen said, like, he saw my course, and then he goes, "Blah blah blah, you are a scam. Your Facebook course should be priced at $50 and not any higher." And I replied and I said, well, yes, but also not yes. And because, there are lots of other things that are being offered in there. And I specified each thing, like, okay, we have a Slack channel, and then we do like live group meetings, and we like try to build some projects together, and a bunch of students even get lots of one-on-one help. And then he responds back to me and he goes, "You're not a real software developer. I just checked your LinkedIn. You're you haven't worked for anybody. You are like a fake." And so then I saw that message and I was like, well, I kind of got, at that point I kind of got defensive. I wanted to say something. I wanted to say something back, but then I started thinking from this gentleman's perspective, and the one thing I did say to him was, okay, you're not gonna go and look at the 500,000 people that are on the YouTube channel finding valuable information, and you're also not gonna find like the 5,000 people that we have enrolled in our courses at Clever Programmer, but you're gonna like go look at my LinkedIn. Might as well also look at my Google Plus page, another social media thing that almost nobody ever uses. So it was very interesting, and I was trying to reason with this gentleman, and I was like, go check out my GitHub, and I've made apps, and you can even see my apps, and it's all open out there for the world to see. But then I took a step back and I kind of stopped, and I got to thinking, okay, why was this person so emotional, and why was this person who barely knows me, probably never watched any of my stuff, got like really upset about this, that I was actually like selling a course, or got personal. He went from price of the course to like calling me a scam. And I got to thinking, and I was like, okay, what could be the reason? And I think I'm kind of starting to understand, right? So he wasn't really upset at really what I was doing, but what he was kind of upset at is, how come I have more experience? And it's very possible he could. Maybe he's a professional software developer. I don't really know this gentleman. But maybe he saw that he had so much experience and he's worked for so many years. And then there's somebody else out there who is actually able to help more people and offer more valuable information to other people, and other people are following that person and learning from that person. And it ultimately comes down to that, right? I have more experience. How can you be ahead of me? How can you provide more value to people, right? That will happen with everybody in their lives. That will happen with you all the time. People will always question, who made you the expert? And they always want you to be the one who just backs out and goes, yeah, you're right. I'm not the expert. Let me just go back. Let me lower my self-esteem. Let me lower my standards. Let me lower my rates because, let's be honest, I'm not an expert. That's what they're actually trying to do. They're trying to bring you down. So when I get that kind of feedback, it's almost weird, but I get excited. I love that energy. Even if it's negative energy, I want to take it and turn it into a positive energy for myself because it just tells me that I'm doing something right. And it should also tell you that you're doing something right when you start to get people who really want to bring your energy levels down because they can't take it anymore. It's actually a self projection, kind of like how if you want to start a business or you want to do something and you'll talk to I don't know, one of your cousins or your uncle or your mom or one of your friends, and they'll be like, you will fail, and I love you very much, but back when da 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 started something, that person failed, and then but back when this person started. So when they're talking about their failures, right? They're not talking about you. They're talking about their failures and they're projecting it onto you and saying you will fail as well. Okay? They can wrap their heads around what you're doing. Or if you start to up your rates and actually get jobs where you're providing high value and also making lots of money back, they'll be going, what, why, you can't charge that much, you're not an expert. It's not that they are going against you or taking a stab at you, is that they can't justify how they would be able to do that, and they can't justify why they spent so much time learning these things and they're not able to do as much as you or get as many things as you are getting. So it's a self projection is what it is. And skills will always beat experience, and that's why I'm such a big proponent of that fact. I am very young, right? And it doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are. What matters is your skill. I know for a fact that I'm better than a lot of software developers. I'm also not blind and stupid, and I know that there are a bajillion software developers who are better than me. I don't claim to be the best. I've never claimed to be the best. But what's very important to understand is as long as you can help somebody else, that's all that matters. That means you're going to stay in business in whatever it is that you do. So understand that skills will always, always, always beat experience, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise, and don't let anybody else bring you down, because to be honest with you, this stuff gets to you. And like there are times where I'm reading it and I'm like, wow, like this is it gets kind of depressing sometimes. You read it and you're like, wow, I really must be doing something wrong here. But sometimes you have to take a step back and kind of console your own self, but also understand your own value, right? And you don't have to explain yourself to people, but you can know what your worth is. Don't let people like undervalue you, because that's what they'll always try to do. So I just thought that kind of wasn't cool, but rather than just kind of ignoring it, I wanted to share it with you guys, because I think the important takeaway is that skills will always beat experience. And why that should be consoling to you is you don't have to have started programming when you were 5, so then when you're 20 years old you can say you've been programming for 15 years. You can start learning when you're 20, get really good, and then get a job while you're 20. Okay? You don't need experience, you need the skill. So if you've built something, then yes, you will get that job or whatever it is that you're trying to get. Okay? And this is regardless of just coding. Pretty much in any field this applies. Also, I am taking the Niles North chess team. I'm also their assistant chess coach, because that's where I graduated from high school, and I used to play chess on the chess team, and then ended up becoming top 1% in the country. And then, I play at international chess tournaments or local chess tournaments, what have you. So I'm going to be training them, and we're going to state championships. I leave this morning, and then we're going to be going for state championships in Peoria. And so it's going to be pretty much nothing but chess. So I'm going to be giving chess lessons. I'm going to be helping coach each student one-on-one. I also have to help the whole team kind of come together, be able to work together throughout the tournament. And I might also make a video or two on chess. So that's kind of what's going to be coming up. And yeah, if I get time to make the video. If I don't, then I might not be here for a few days, and then I'll come back and jump in right here with you guys. Okay, that's it. I just want to share that with you guys. I love you guys so much. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.